Hello, my name is Victoria Salikis and I'm going to talk to you about Japan and its bizarre ways. So, we all know that America is all about convenience, which is why we have a lot of fast food restaurants and we depend on technology so much. We can go to a vending machine, get a Snickers and a bag of chips, just because we don't feel like going to get anything to eat. But Japan has taken convenience to whole new levels. Not only can you go get a Snickers and a bag of chips, you can get an iPod, a cell phone, and even alcoholic beverages, which is probably best that America can't do that yet. Japan is formed around technology and is formed around their culture, and that's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today. It has amazing things. Though I've never visited Japan, I've researched it thoroughly, so I'm confident in speaking to you right now about what it has to offer. First, I'm going to tell you about Japan's population and a few interesting facts about the country. Second, I'll be telling you about Tokyo, which is Japan's capital. And last, I will speak on their economics and give a small history and background on their culture. While researching on culture grams, I've learned that Japan is 70% mountains and it has over 200 volcanoes. Also, it has 68,000 islands, so you can just imagine how beautiful and elegant the place is. I'm going to start off with their culture. So here, using the bathroom is not something we take as an delicacy, I suppose. But in Japan, you have to have good bathroom etiquette. They even have bathroom shoes. And if you don't put those shoes on before going into the bathroom, they could view that as a form of disrespect. Also, you know we have the covers that we put over the toilets and they're just paper. You flush them, you throw them away. Not in Japan. In Japan, they have soft cushions, which we would probably find disgusting because we don't want to sit on something that could possibly hold germs. But in Japan, they want you to sit on something soft and comfortable because using the restroom is luxurious. Their toilets there are electronic. You have to push buttons to flush, you have to push buttons for air freshener, and men even have to sit down because if they urinate anywhere else, something could catch on fire because it is electronic like I just mentioned. Also, showering is done outside of the actual tub. You are not allowed to get soap or dirt inside the tub. You clean outside of the shower and then you can soak in the tub later. And if there's a family of 4, all of you will be soaking in that same bath water. Because 4% of the electric used in Japan is from the toilets. So while we're going green, they're like, forget that. We want to have a nice bathroom instead. The literacy rate in Japan is 100%, meaning everybody can read. That's something that we should definitely catch up on. And they're extremely clean. And there's not many trash cans to choose from. So how would they stay clean? I've researched and it says that they usually take the trash that they use that day and take it on to their own homes because they don't want to dirty up the rest of the place because there's a huge population. Over 127 million people reside in Japan, and 35 million of those people reside in Tokyo, the nation's capital. This is also the fashion capital of the world. It's said that walking down the streets of Tokyo is like walking on an open runway, an open catwalk. Also, they have guys there that are called hosts. They have something similar to bob haircuts that we call in America. And women pay these men just to sit down and talk to them. There's no sexual favors. It's literally sitting down and talking. So they just give them compliments, buy them drinks, things of that sort. Whereas in America, it's a little bit different. It's the other way around. Most apartments there are only 170 square feet, so you can imagine how small that is. Kind of like your walk-in closet. Just because there's so many people there, so overly populated. And the subway is one of the most efficient in the world. They even have subway operators there making sure everybody can get in. The biggest delay they have is that of 18 seconds. Imagine if DART was that way. And though it is overly populated, the homicide rate is the second lowest in the entire world. So they really do believe in nonviolence. However, back in World War II, they had more deaths than the Holocaust. Bet you didn't know that. Also, there's been no peace treaty signed between Japan and Russia ending World War II. Therefore, World War II is technically still going on. The unemployment rate in Japan is only 4%, which is a beautiful thing. And sleeping is acceptable at work because sleeping is a sign that you've worked hard. I think that's something we should also catch on to here in America. Though Japan has not had a picture-perfect past, their good does outweigh their bad. First, I told you about the importance of bathroom etiquette in terms of their culture. Second, I told you about Tokyo and its greatness. Finally, I told you about its history and Japan's successes. Hopefully, I've given you a lot of insight on what I've learned about Japan, and you will take this information and go research some of your own because it's so much to know and it seems like a great country. Thank you guys for listening. You have a wonderful evening.